Hello, everyone. This is Brian Allgood. Again, we are currently 2 days after Easter 2020 of the COVID 19 outbreak. Personally, we've managed to get more deliveries and whatnot. If you'd like to, please tell us, please comment on how this current situation is affecting you. I do commend it to the two chaps that currently gave us the two masks, which provided us with a good shield for the NHS workers and the clapping every Thursday and whatnot we've been taking part in. I find the situation actually not as bad as you might think, being as we have isolation by nature and we live most of our lives in our head, as a good friend once told me. We absolutely do. And sometimes, depending on our state of mind, it's more in our body, but most of the time we live in our heads. And we've been taught from a young age to think for ourselves and to succeed and excel. But me, with a college background and one-year university, I find, where does that get me now? I'm a vulnerable adult, and I don't meet the certain criteria for home deliveries, but we've sent a couple of messages out to Morrison's and so on. At this moment in time, we've managed to get a Morrison's emergency food box that they do as well as a vegetarian, including also a Morrison's delivery where you just look and there's absolutely no delivery slots whatsoever, and there's just a lot more deaths in hospitals around the UK. And it's just every aspect of life feels shut down. And even though I live in a remote place, but when you have these current pandemic and everything is shut down around you and the few things you can do are no longer available, it really gets to me and makes me frustrated, where I also don't drive because I have problems and whatnot. These sort of things, when they're taken away from you, actually really hit home, and not as much as if you're somebody with a lot more faculties into going places and whatnot. And when sometimes they say it takes a bit of courage to reach out to other people, it absolutely does. Obviously, there's been a few things like the SARS outbreak going back a while. But we have to do what we have to do in order to stop this pandemic. And I give my utmost gratitude to the NHS for what they're doing and to help everybody in this current situation, and putting their own lives on the front line in order to help those who are, in fact, on the front line. So for that, I thank you and I salute you. And currently, I will be doing a series of other videos covering other topics. But for the current pandemic, please tell us what you think about the situation, and I will respond to the best of my ability, and how it's affecting you, what things are you doing, and how is your life different? Does it feel to you like there's currently no future? And most importantly, what time date and time do you think this current pandemic will have the restrictions lifted? I'd be much as interested to know, because it's obviously something that affects everybody. We have no say in the matter because it's government orders, and with it just sounds crazy, when you think about you can't go to your current coffee shop, you can't do anything along those lines. How does that affect you? And are you struggling for supplies? And how are you going to get over the current situation? And do you feel like once things are taken away from you, even if you don't necessarily do it often, how is that bothering you at this moment in time? And if you drop us a line, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and we'll be doing more videos on different topics with the current situation. And this is the current blog on the global crisis. So please, by all means, tell us what you think, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and give you my utmost support if you're a vulnerable person in the same situation. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll be engaging with more videos and more cutaways. This is very basic, and normally this is not the type of video I normally do. But it's more of a simple approach in seeing how people cope in the current situation.